Hello and welcome once again to RimWorld. Now, as you can probably tell by the title, I made the decision not to resurrect the previous series by loading the old autosave. I really dislike... If I lose the game, I don't like going back and going, oh no, look, I can win. I lost the game. Start again. So with that in mind, we are jumping into a brand new colony. Now, I did have a route around in random scenarios, and I found one that needed a very small adjustment here or there to make work. And when I say it needed a couple of adjustments, some of the items it would give me didn't spawn because of sort of the mod interactions. For example, the bioreactors are a good one. If the game says that it will spawn you with a bioreactor, you can't actually spawn with one because they can't be moved. And so the way the game spawns it with you is as an object that's been sort of packed. But because the bioreactor you can't pack, you can't spawn with one. So where it was giving me like those or something else, I'd just swap it with something of a similar value or similar design. So if it gave me a turret that I know I can't get because that turret won't spawn like that, I'd just give me a different version of a turret. So, yeah. But with that out of the way, this is what we ended up with. So, your faction will be a new arrivals, starting with 3 people chosen from 5. Your people will be between ages 18 and 30 years old, arrive in drop pods. All characters have a 100% chance to start with the trait Psychopath. So we've gone from cannibals to psychopaths. We are also going to start with the research Brain in a Jar, which is amazing. The fact that it gave me that randomly, I was just sitting there bouncing with joy. The stat global learning factor will be universally multiplied by 275%. Now, from what I can tell and what I sort of understand of the game, that means my people are going to be learning a lot quicker. So, awesome. We're going to get to that level 20 much sooner with our people. We've got a constant incident of meteorite impacts. We've got solar flares disabled, so they won't be annoying us. And we start with 7 laser turrets, 1 regeneration casket, 415 mining explosives, that's kind of fun, a remote detonator, circuit breakers, 9 of, plasteel, silver double beds, 58 of, that's insane, advanced components of 79, 2 telescopes, a vanometric power cell, 10 of. I don't even know what they are. Energy turret, shock PDW, 4 of, pack survival meals, steel, and the map is scattered with glitter world medicine and heavy SMGs. I think that we were aboard a military ship that exploded. And we're the only survivors from that military vessel. Considering what we've got with us. We've got explosives, we've got turret, we've got shock weapons, the map is littered with SMGs. Yeah, I'm going with military vessel was destroyed maybe by enemy craft in orbit, and we're the only survivors. So let's see if we can find some characters that we can base off that sort of storyline, or starting anyway. I'm going to have reload anytime active, because if for any reason my recording software doesn't work, or I record to a full hard drive, or any of those sort of issues, when recording, it's always best to have the option of rolling back. As you can tell with Series 3, I don't roll back because something went wrong. Game-wise, I roll back because something went wrong software-wise. So if the game crashes and I lose what I've been doing, yeah, I'll reset. If I lose the game, not gonna. Do I want to go with Randy Random? Oh. I mean, it's nice having just a classic, but do I want to go random? I don't think I've ever played this one. There's just no need. But yeah. I mean, it is nice maybe we should go with this. Gives you a long time between disasters to build your colony, but beware, at high difficulties, she'll hit as hard as anyone. You know what? I'm going with random, and we're going rough. Yeah, why not? We lost the last game to a bunch of emus. How more random can we get? Okay. I'm just going to leave the map as normal, to be honest. Though I did like sort of altering it for the last one. I think with Randy Random being set at the difficulty we've got, we'll probably come up with some decent events to struggle over. Okay. So I'm going to look around the map and find a spot to settle down. And once I do, I will bring you guys back. Okay, I think I've found where we're going to be living. It is a temperate forest area. Mountainous, so we can build into the mountain for a base, hopefully. It's very close to a road and very close to several other settlements, most of which are all the same faction. There's also a pirate faction base very close by, so we might go and destroy that or something at some point, which will be interesting because I've not really done that very often. But being next to a road is a good thing. It does speed up my movement, and as you can see, the road network on this planet is kind of extensive. There's a lot of water as well, but the roads are ridiculously connected. Like, a lot of the time when I see roads, it's like little area, then a little area. I don't often see all the roads connected like this. But yeah, so that's awesome. It does have a 30 to 60 day growing period, so I might end up having to set up actual grow rooms rather than just, you know, keep outside. But yeah, I think that's going to be a nice place. It also comes with limestone and slate. Hopefully slate will be the dominant, because I really want a lot of slate, because I love building in slate. It's just my favourite material to build with. But yeah, so that's where we're going to be. Okay. Now, I am going to use the Prepare Carefully mod to sort of speed up going through these people. Well, I might keep you as you are. Steadfast, careful shooter, yeah, you might actually stay as you are, or practically as you are. Now, when I use Prepared Carefully, I'm not going to cheat their stats or anything else. It's just literally so that it's quicker to randomize the bit of their stats or whatever that I don't like. So, for example, if I get someone whose traits I don't like, I can just sort of re-roll that alone. So if I got someone really good, but with Pyromaniac, it's just quicker to re-roll that than re-roll everyone and try and get the stats that I need again. But once again, I will bring you back once I have 3 colonists. Okay, so after re-rolling stats and backstories for a little while, I think that I am done. And I also think that these guys sort of fit in with the whole backstory that we've already built up with a military ship. So we've got Lippy, the engineer. Lippy obviously joined us on our last run. As you can see, all of the people that we're starting with are the same as the people that started with us on the last run. I felt guilty about killing them, so I thought I'd give them another chance at life. So Lippy is a SteamWorld tinkerer, a systems engineer, I think chief engineer on our ship, is an industrious jogging psychopath, not bad at shooting, good at construction, good at mining, very good at crafting, mediocre at medicine. I say mediocre. Actually a better skill in medicine than shooting, but yeah, no passion for it, unfortunately. Very bad social and okay intelligence. Then we have Captain Target. Boy soldier, warship captain. Is a careful shooting psychopathic sanguine. Sanguine is a permanent mood effect plus 12, so harder to break them. Has very good shooting skill, okay melee, good construction skill, very poor for most other things, a little bit of skill in medicine again, good social and good intelligence. Then we have John the cook, who was a cave world tender and an army cook, and that's what he was doing aboard our ship. He was the caterer. Is an optimistic psychopath. Only real skills to speak of are cooking and plants. Has a very good passion for intelligence, but has no skill in it whatsoever, which I find quite funny. But yeah, so his main job is going to be cook. Cook and clean and make the plants grow. That's it. But yeah, I like these guys, and I think they do sort of tie into a little theme that we've got running. So that's awesome. So, let's crash land. I'm noticing that I'm 12 minutes or almost 13 minutes into this episode and I've not actually started playing the game yet, which is bad. Oh, so bad. I apologise about all the setup. Oh my god. The beds. Right, allow all of those things. Allow all of those things. Well, I didn't even include it all. Oh wow, there's guns just sitting there as well. Oh yeah, of course the guns are just around. Oh, volumetric power cell. So what are you? Generates free energy forever without using fuel. Huh. Okay then. Oh, that's insane. Okay. That, oh yeah. That's a thing. Ooh, massive bit of map here. I'm thinking we might break through the wall here and just make this our home. Unfortunately, limestone is the main... So where we're going to be building limestone, it seems to be the main rock type. That's so unfortunate. I would have loved it if the slate was the main rock. Ooh, a bit of compacted machinery there. A few sealed rooms. Now, scattered about, we should find, just like that, loads of SMGs. That's hilarious. There's just SMGs scattered around the map. Oh, there's some more. I do it zoomed out like this because it's far easier to sort of select and get a large amount of them. Hopefully that's all of them. If not, never mind. And we've got loads of silver double beds. Oh dear God. Okay. Structure. Let's have... do I have some... Yeah, I do have some steel. So let's get just a building built like that. And we've not even arrived yet. And we're going to pop out with some other stuff as well. All our survival meals, all our guns. Ooh, with 4 shock PDWs, we should be able to take people down without killing them. Everyone, grab a gun. Okay, so, work. To be honest, you can be the main doctor, you can do it as a part-time basis. Wardening, you can be a 2 in it. We have no animals, so forget handling for the moment. Cooking and growing and plant cutting are all your main priorities, at which point you will then cook and clean, haul and clean. They can remain as a 3. In fact, they can be put as a 4. Then we can lower, like, cooking or something. In fact, we'll lower cooking to a 3, so you do all the growing and plant cutting, then move on to cooking. Target. You're definitely the hunter, however, again, I'm going to leave that as a 3. Put 2 on construction for both you and Lippy. Mining, Lippy can be a 2 on that. Actually, we'll leave Lippy as a 3 on mining, so we'll get the stuff built before he mines anything out. Oh no, actually, I want that the other way around. I want Lippy to mine before building, because otherwise he'll mine a tiny bit of steel and then take it to where it needs to be built with, and so on and so forth. I think smithing and tailoring, they could be 4s. Crafting can stay as a 3 though. And hauling and cleaning can be 4s. Research can be a 4. Research obviously will increase. For target they can be 3s. And hauling, I will definitely increase hauling as soon as, you know, this is built. In fact, John, you can haul as a priority 1 for the moment. And let's get a stockpile room in place. Need colony beds. Well, we're in luck. So yeah, John's going to get some of that built. So is, I don't know, Lippy and Target are getting it built. John was just delivering steel. Right. So, can that be roofed, please? Yay, perfect. I can just ignore it now because they will roof it because it's all inside. Wonderful. And now they will help move all of the items indoors. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of stuff to move. John, do you want to focus on, like, the gun that's going to degrade? The components that will degrade? Oh dear god. It's going to take them a little while just to haul all this stuff in. Suppose while they're doing that, Or actually, I say while they're doing that, and then I immediately pause the game. Oh dear. Let's work out where I want my base. I'm thinking break through this wall and then I can sort of seal this area off. I could literally just seal a wall across there and then my base would be secure with one exit. That's amazingly awesome. And probably what I'm going to do. Okay. So we have a corridor coming in. I don't want rooms coming off it immediately, although certain rooms I can have coming off immediately. So I want a very small... I say a very small, and then make it massive. I want a room for the circuit breakers that I've got. And I suppose I could also fit the power cells in there. It's going to be 5 wide. 2, 3, 4. So it has to end in an odd number. Because that's a wall, and then that's a wall, so even number on the inside. And obviously I'm putting power cells in these, which are even numbers, so that there could just be like the power and circuit breaker room. Eventually just the circuit breaker room, and I will have a separate power room. Now, I do want bedrooms. So if we make the bedrooms 6 by 6, that is the bottom wall. So 6 by 6 is a room. That would be a wall. That would be a wall. Another 6 by 6. That would finish it. Not that I needed to finish it, although it would be nice to finish it, and then I can obviously come down and use this space as well. Although in that case I may as well add one more. Just because then the corridor is in a better spot. Obviously I'm not planning on digging all of this out at once, but yeah. So then you have the corridor, which again is 5 wide. Then another 6 room. Yeah, that's fine. So that's what I want to dig out, basically, total. Again, I'm not digging all of that out at once. I will sort of separate it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we cut that off like that. Cut that off there. Cut that bit off. Now I want 3 rooms to start with. So 6 by 6, 1 square gap. 6 by 6, 1 square gap. 6 by 6. Okay, so then I want to cut that off there. So that's what I want to dig out to begin with, and that'll be 3 bedrooms. Right. Again, I'm leaving these guys to actually put all the stuff indoors first. Although considering only one person does the mining. And again, why do I need to mine it? Hello, explosives. Obviously, I couldn't use it here because it's too small a space. So that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4 squares away from it, it will damage. So I could put that explosive there. That one there. That one there. And that will clear out most of that space on its own. Okay. Let's just guide my person to those particular areas. Okay. So set that to be mined. And let's also install that telescope. That'll be a good way to sort of stop mood debuffs early. John, would you mind sort of hauling the survival meals so that the animals don't eat them all? Thank you. And target is already moving some stuff. Ooh, the detonator. I'm going to need to install that so I can actually blow up those things. So the detonator can go there. And it's going to need power, I believe, so that power cell can go there. And I'll find out how much power that power cell actually gives. I also wouldn't mind the beds being brought inside. Oh, there's guns there still. But John is now asleep. I don't really want to wake him up. And that power cell gives 1,000 watts. That's pretty good for, you know, free energy. And unlike a solar panel, it gives it to me constantly. So, although it's a little more than... yeah, it is better than a solar panel, because the solar panel gives, I think, 17 or 1800 max. But it only gives it to you for half of the day. Or, I say half the day, you know. You don't get it at night, so it's not as good 24/7, whereas that thing is good 24/7. That's interesting. Ah, look, we're getting the beds inside, thankfully. Wow, there's a lot of boars there. Minor break risk, lippy. Oh dear. Maybe you don't like being inside a mountain when there's explosives behind you. I love that I have a little detonate button. I have obviously played with the remote detonator a little bit before in sort of an off-camera test world that I have running. It's kind of awesome and fun. Really? A raid? Oh my god. That's a lot of people. Ooh. I'm worried about that. Any others, or is it just laser ones? Didn't I have a better turret somewhere? Yes! Right, Lippy. Install that. Target. Install that. John. Install that. Now, all three of you, prepare to be attacked! Hide in the corner. They're stealing! No! No, you can't just steal my stuff! No! I'm never gonna... You... gits! You just stole my stuff! Damn thieves! Oh no! Oh god. From what I could see, they got several of the volumetric power cells. They stole my regeneration bay. Or the regeneration casket. Oh. And they stole several beds. You gits. That's just wrong. Oh my god. That... No one's dead. I've not lost anything that I can't rebuild eventually in the future. It just sucks. Well, I think that is where we're going to end this episode, guys. So hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, then please think about leaving a like, comment, or subscribing. And I shall see you next time.